Hi everyone, my name is Adam Fogg. I'm a 21-year-old who lives in Brisbane in Australia. I'm originally from Warwick in England, but I moved to Brisbane in Australia when I was 7. I'm a 1500 metre runner and I've got a 1500 metre PB of 3 minutes and 40 seconds that I ran in England in June 2019. And as well as this, I've run a 4-minute mile, an 8:16 for 3k and a 29:34 unofficial road 10k. And today I'm going to be answering some questions for hybrid running. Alright, so I've been running for quite a long time now. Obviously I mentioned I'm 21 and in Australia we've got a really good school system. So from the age of 10, you're able to represent your school at districts, and then if you make it through districts, you go on to regionals, states, and then if you make the state team, you get to run at nationals. And so when I was 11, I made my first state team in the 800 metres. I ran at my first nationals, and that was a really good way to get me involved in the sport. And then when I was 16, I got my first proper coach. And ever since that age, pretty much, I've been a proper serious runner. And since the age of 16, I wasn't really running too much mileage. I kind of progressed slowly. I took mileage very carefully and cautiously. I was never very high mileage, but in 2019, August 2019 last year, I went over to college. I'm at Drake University in America, and now I am a reasonably high mileage athlete, but definitely I'm still a 1500 runner, and yeah, that is pretty much how I got into running. I prepare for a race probably pretty similarly to how most people do. The night before I try and have a good meal, and the couple of days before racing I definitely try and drink a lot of water. I think hydration is really key, and even though generally I try and stay on top of it, I think a few days leading into a race is really vital, and it actually can have a massive impact on how you perform. And then on the day of a race, I try and stay as relaxed as possible. On the day I ran my 340 1500, my race was at about 8 o'clock at night, I think. And so in the morning, I went for a really nice, easy walk with my mum, just went and had a coffee or something, and then had a decent sized lunch, probably had a nap, did a bit of rolling, turned up at the track, and then I start my warm up about an hour before I race, and then yeah, I go into the race, try and stay as relaxed as possible and just get the job done. Staying nutritionally healthy is definitely key for runners. Running is obviously such an individual sport. You're pretty much completely your own person. You have to do the work, and what you put in is what you get out. So I think nutrition is definitely a big part of running. And while I'm at home, I'm currently back at home from college. I'm living with my parents, and my mum is really good for my nutrition. We eat really healthily at home, and I just make sure I have a smoothie every day, a couple of bananas in there, frozen berries, coconut water and that kind of thing. And that's just a good way to start the morning off with something healthy. And just generally, I try and eat healthily overall. I think it doesn't harm you to have the odd cheat meal. It's not even a cheat meal. You're just eating healthily overall, and then if you feel like having something, you have it. I mean, as runners, you're not gonna be putting on weight. You should be enjoying yourself and overall trying to stay healthy, but it really doesn't hurt to have a treat every now and then. So I definitely am all for that. I think recovery is definitely something that a lot of runners could work on, myself included. And say if I went out for an easy 10k run or 6 miles in the morning, I pretty much, in terms of actual recovery, wouldn't really do a whole lot. I do eat straight after though, so nutrition, as I mentioned, very important. I'll have a protein drink, a protein yogurt, and a banana straight after I run to kind of just replace some of that nutrition that's being lost during a run and put some energy back in your body and kind of get some protein into you. But in terms of recovery after a race, I'll try and have an Epsom salts bath or something so that my body is kind of just not too damaged from the effects of actually putting it through a race, because it is quite taxing on the body. my advice to runners who are just getting into the sport would be pretty much just to enjoy it for while you're new to it. I mean, it is definitely a great sport. It can be very tough at times. You will have your ups and downs. Things like injuries affect everyone. There are highs and lows that come with the sport. But I think as well, for some really good advice, something like setting a big goal is great, and then you can set short-term ones that you kind of tick off along the way towards that bigger goal. So it might be a time goal, or making a team, or losing weight for some runners, or anything like that. Just having a goal so you have a bit of purpose for why you're actually running really definitely helps, because I mean, everyone goes through it. There are days where you kind of don't want to go for a run, you don't feel like it, and then say at times where you might get injured, it can become really tough definitely to stay motivated, and I think having goals is really good to get you through that. But genuinely, just enjoying it is huge, and as long as you're enjoying it, you'll keep doing it, and with that, you will improve. Thank you for watching Hybrid Running. I've been Adam Fogg, and you can check me out in the description below. I have actually got a YouTube channel as well, and it's called the Fogg Dog Exclusive, so be sure to check that out. Training videos, racing videos, all that sort of stuff. And always remember to enjoy the run.